When you get text messages from your wife, and when it shows up as a Pinterest link, you know you're in trouble. So today, Liddy made me order a new farm animal. It's something we've had in the past, but I definitely wanted to come in here and talk to Liddy about it because nobody, I gotta make sure I keep this up. You guys have been calling me out on cutting the top of my head off. It's because I'm balding. I had to come in here and get her take on it because nobody, especially my family, but you guys too, you probably don't know her well enough, but nobody's going to believe that this was her idea. Nobody's going to believe that she made me do this.
So here's the thing, though. My take on it is that you wanted this, you wanted them, and then I mentioned it, and I think you were like, it's a sign. If she thought it was a good idea, it's a sign that I should get it. I don't think you got them for me. I think you got them for yourself, but you're using me as an excuse.
That's not true. I don't need anything else to do. And it wouldn't be so bad getting something new. Like, I didn't want to spend the money on them, that's for sure. You were making me build you something to keep them in.
Uh-huh.
And this can't be just anything.
Mm-mm.
So, why does it always look like a tornado came through here?
Because our children are feral.
It wouldn't be so bad that you talked me into getting this animal. But you want me to build a special pen for it.
House.
Well, house, sure. Living quarters. My idea and your ideas are completely different. It's a lot like the video I just saw on Walker Farm Fam, where they had a trampoline blow into the neighbor's field, and it got bent up, messed up, so they could no longer use it as a trampoline. So Gary is turning it into a chicken tractor for Cassie. And the whole time she's staring at this thing, and it reminded me of looks that Liddy gives me when I'm building something for her.
Okay, well,
She just couldn't get past the fact that it looked junky.
the things that you build don't look junky. Like your chickshaws don't look junky. They're just not my style. The only things on here that, okay, there's a lot on our farm that I think looks junky, but like that old chicken coop that's next to the barn, that has got to go. You're using it with the Bieldefelders right now, but we had big plans for it, and now it just looks trash. And I'm all about repurposing, so repurpose what, like that, the materials from that into what I want. I just want something pretty.
Right, I'm not repurposing stuff a lot of times to build mine because I don't really have anything to repurpose.
Right, so if it's Liddy, so if it's Chase, it's brand new. If it's Liddy, it's junk. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. Well, now we're to the point in our lives that we do have junk that we could repurpose. When I built those, we didn't have any junk to repurpose.
Everything we had was junk we were just using. It's still the
No,
same.
that's not true. Where me and you always fall flat is I'm realistic. As long as it's going to make my life easier or work better. When you get text messages from your wife, and when it shows up as a Pinterest link, you know you're in trouble. That's like a husband's like, crap, this is going to be a long weekend. It's true. And I'll put a picture. Well, we might as well tell them. What'd you get? Ducks. Not laying ducks.
Laying ducks, because we have, I don't even know how many chickens we have on this farm. 600, you told me?
Yeah, but that's grow outs and everything. So they're not all hens.
And we're very into growing our own food. This is how this started. You said, I'm going to grow food for the family. And now look where we are. I don't have any eggs to eat. And I'm so over having to buy store-bought eggs. Full disclosure, Chase makes me buy store-bought eggs, and then he complains about it. And it's like, but I don't have any eggs. So I don't like chickens. They freak me out. I got a lot of hate on our last video Okay,
You
not
did
on the
not
last
get hate.
YouTube video. On our Instagram, when I said that I don't like the farm animals, people were like, "What?" It's not that I don't like them.
I don't think saying what is hate, but
I could feel it.
okay.
I could feel it. It's not that I don't like them. They just make me uncomfortable. I can't read them like you can, and birds freak me out. So, I decided, I gave it a lot of thought, that I was going to get ducks. Ducks are cuter, and duck eggs have a lot of health benefits to them.
Yeah, but ducks are nastier. Their eggs are always nasty. And they make their water nasty.
Wait, nastier as in like uncleanly, or nastier as in like meaner?
Uncleanly. Ducks aren't mean.
We didn't get any male ducks.
Right. Ducks aren't mean. They laugh at you.
I know about it. You bought me ducks. But let's...
And a goose. You better play with that goose a lot.
I'm excited for the
Geese will imprint, so you better play with that thing a lot.
I'm
Otherwise,
excited.
that ain't gonna last long with you.
I'm excited.
You get too scared of geese.
True. That's true. I already got a name picked out, but we'll wait to disclose that. But like, let's be honest though. You wanted more guard geese, so when I said I want ducks, you had to have a minimum order. So you were like, okay.
Yeah, right now I could have waited to get my geese. Don't try pawning this off on me.
I'm gonna pawn it off on
no.
you. I am.
Look, the moral of the story is
the moral of the story is you're a dream killer. You poop on everyone's party. If it's just Chase's world, and I'm living in it.
Listen,
and
I edit the videos, so I'm just gonna edit this out. So you can keep going on your rant if you want, but it's just gonna get edited out.
Whatever. But if it's not your idea and you don't think it's practical, it doesn't happen around here.
No.
So I think that you thought it was practical. You already had the idea. It's one of those things where it's like we do to the kids. Like, if we make it seem like their idea, they'll do it. But if we make it seem like our idea, it will never get done.
I'm still not convinced that... All right, so I'll show you the picture that she sent me from Pinterest of this cute little wagon coop.
Yeah, like just picture me pulling this in a dress, pulling this wagon coop around the yard.
Yeah, until you get to a hill or a bump or anything. What am I supposed to make this thing out of? Cardboard? This thing's gonna be heavier than... See, and that's where I come in, and then she gets mad. It's like, all I'm saying is, the wagon with the ducks on it, just the wagon with the ducks on it, is gonna...
I'm gonna be pulling it with the ducks on it.
Well, how are you gonna get the ducks where you need to go?
They'll follow. We'll be such best friends that they'll follow. Like, I don't know. You're not seeing the scene in my head. Okay, this is picturesque. Yeah. We're by the garden that I'm gonna tend the heck out of.
Just picking the little bugs off, but not your plants.
Yeah. Okay. The snails, like on Biggest Little Farm. You know, we're all working together. I got my wagon. I'm pulling it around the yard. They're not going to my pool. Okay.
Oh, I thought I'd come home and you'd all be swimming in the pool together.
No, I don't play that way. They'll be watching me, you know. But yeah, like I got a whole...
I'm just saying, once you build this thing out of wood...
I'll be wearing Lachlan on my back, just...
Once you build this thing out of wood, it's going to be too heavy. Here I was a couple days ago laughing at Gary as his wife's sitting here telling him that his creation is junk. And now...
What comes around goes around.
Mm-hmm. Because I do have a bunch of 2x4s in the barn and stuff, but...
Okay, this is the thing that you're not gonna edit out when I ask this really dumb question. I'm not gonna ask it because you're not...
Come on, let's hear it. What?
Do you remember when you were in robotics and your robot couldn't be, like, past a certain weight?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I am not drilling a bunch of holes. I'm not drilling a bunch of holes in 2x4s. I'm not doing it.
But it could work though, right?
I mean, yeah, but I could also go buy 2x2s and then it'd be half the weight. Or I could build it out of aluminum. Weld it together just like the rest of mine.
But I want to paint it. Which, okay, the holes would look really dumb if they were on the outside, but they'll be on the inside. You won't be able to see.
Then it'd be hard to clean.
You're too practical. It's like, you think I'm ever going to open this thing up? No,
You
are.
gotta get your eggs out of it. So y'all need to help me and tell Liddy that she's wrong.
I just like to be difficult.
But now, and also you guys will all be commenting, like, especially after you watched the Do I Have a Wife video, you're gonna be like, you're making her pick up all these toys by herself while you just stand there and hold the camera.
Normally you're sitting in the chair.
Editing a video, that is true.
Yeah, that's not trying to...
I do help. Look, I finished feeding Lockie and I cleaned up the high chair.
Oh, you did?
I did.
You cleaned it up?
Well, he was in it at the time.
Oh, you cleaned it up?
Okay, so some of my some of my standards are different than some of yours. Just like when we go to the barn and you do chores for me.
Yeah.
My standards are different than yours. And this is another reason why I don't bring Liddy into these videos.
Why?
Because people are going to think that we don't have a good relationship or something.
We actually relate.
We like to fight. It's not really fighting.
It's bickering.
Whatever. Anyways, when are your ducks coming? Tell them.
You tell me.
Tell them.
March 20th? No.
No, they didn't give us a final date.
It's
I hate
past-
hatcheries. They never know their dates, and like, how hard is it really?
It's past.
I think they're supposed to come sometime in April. I have the brooder space right now, which makes it another good idea. We'll be able to brooder them inside, nice big brooder, and then we'll be able to move them outside as soon as they're big enough. Or, which one do you think will come first? They'll be ready to move outside, or I'll have their coop done.
They'll be ready to move outside. You won't have that coop done. I don't think you'll finish it.
You told me to build it in the living room.